Hello, welcome back. Today I will be reacting to Angelina Jordan Seventh Heaven official studio performance. So this will be the third version that I've watched of the song. I started with the audio and then the lyrics, in which I haven't uploaded yet. Maybe I'll upload it at the same time as this. So there's some kind of sequence. And anyway, and that's about it. So I'm interested to see what this is about. Obviously this is not the video, so there's going to be a fourth version that I'm going to be reacting to, I guess, at some point. So it's sort of funny, the different stages that is undertaken by each song, how many versions there are and so on. Yeah? It's quite interesting. Yeah, so oh, by the way, if this gets blocked, which it did like last time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it up and then later try it again, posting the original. Yeah, so chop it up and maybe add something, I don't know what, so just to get through, because I'm trying to figure it out, and I see that maybe the strategy is that they block any reference to the video for the first few days. The company does, and that would make sense, because this way everybody goes to watch her video on her site and first, before watching the reactors react to the song or whatever version, another way of watching it. And that makes sense. So I understand that. Though what I don't understand is sometimes other channels seem to have no trouble posting them and publishing them, the versions, even without being manipulated in any way. Some actually do use certain strategies, like the yo-yo strategy. You go back and forth, which sort of like I'm not crazy at doing, because it sort of takes away I think part of the song, especially if you're watching it for the first time. The flow of the song is sort of lost, in my opinion. But so I don't like to do that unless I'm trying to point certain things out, or I'll go back up a little bit because I stopped in the wrong place and give the the song a little bit more of a slingshot, to the next verse and so on. Anyway, whatever. So it's just different strategies that are being used for this. What else? So let's get going here and let me see what's happening.
Oh, a lot of bitterness. There is nothing to do about it. Life should be, live with her.
Okay, I have to stop just in case. Yeah, okay, she looks wonderful. I like the atmosphere is somewhat similar to the others that she's done, except here there's a, it seems like different people are playing different instruments and so on. So it's not just a pianist. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah.
Oh, a lot of bitterness. There is nothing to do about it. Don't give up, 'cause it's right in front of your eyes. Seven on my shoulder, falls heavy.
Okay, before it falls too heavy, Angelina. Okay, you're too much. I seen there's a whole there's everybody in there. I think there's a bass player, there's a drummer, there's well, there's a lot of people, so it's usually more like I like one instrument. In this case, that's what the song requires, all these different instruments. So this is interesting. And now I'm interested, that's because this is an in-studio performance. I'm interested in something else, but I'll point that out after. How's she gonna do it?
Sometimes I feel all my dreams are slowly fading.
Okay, now when she gives when she gives that look, that is basically the Angelina that we've, I think, grown accustomed to. That she has almost an inside relationship with the public when she gives those glances and those. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, it's almost as if, like, that's the Angelina. There's like, it's almost like we can see the mind churning inside her head, and as if she's saying, okay, like, I'm here, I'm back, I'm like, she's sending these vibes, these signals, through her aura. Is just fascinating.
I see myself in the mirror. I wanna love the person looking back at me.
Now I'm stopping. I don't know why. I'm just panicking.
Seven, living on my shoulders, vows heavy. Sometimes I wanna be powerful. Gotta find the strength within me.
You are powerful. Now I'm stopping this several times. By the way, when I mentioned that you have to that the company maybe or whoever sort of blocks the videos at first and there's no problem after that, they have a point, and everybody, before watching the reactions or whatever, you should go to her site, watch the video. It's her music. She's the artist here, and then press like. For those who press dislike, I feel sorry for you. for those who like her and so on, then after, go watch whomever you want to watch, and that seems fair to me. So I'll wait 3 minutes for you to do that. So go ahead, give you a chance to go watch it in case you haven't watched it. This video. There you go. Okay, now hopefully you're back. You could have paused, I hope. So anyway, I don't know if that works. It works in chess. I don't know if it works here. Anyway, so here, this, I don't know, for a second, I thought I was watching the Addams Family in this particular picture. That's the thing, and it's playing the piano, and it's also playing the guitar. It's just the arm, I see. For those who don't know Addams Family, check thing, okay, you'll see what I mean. So see, they even saved on the instrumentals, the musicians. They got 2-in-1 here.
Sometimes you look for a miracle, but there's nothing in you.
But we don't have to look for a miracle. We're seeing one right now, in a matter of speaking, right there. Oh, there's a backup singer here as well. Drums, everything's there.
Sometimes you have to let it go and get lost in the moment. Sometimes you wanna be careless and let go of sadness. Heaven on my shoulders,
Whoa, stop. Okay. Okay, so obviously Angelina cannot, in a live performance, cannot do her own overlay, which is, she'd have to be in two places at the same time, and until we figure out how, which is relatively quite possible because of quantum mechanics, quantum physics. So, but maybe not in this universe. But it would be interesting to see her two places at the same time. But anyway, the backup singer obviously is doing the backup. Had the but I hear the sound is somewhat different, right? So for anyone that hasn't seen the original or the lyric version, the audio, the lyric, they're not actually seeing I think the final product, the product that's going to be in the video, because I would suspect that the final product, the one in the video, is going to be her overlay, her voice, because it's Angelina, right?
Sometimes I feel all my dreams are slowly fading. I see myself in the mirror.
Lucky.
I wanna love the person looking back at me.
Yeah, right.
7 on my shoulders. 5 7.
I'm still freaking out over those lyrics. I still, anyway, I'm still confused over them. So, let me, in this case, I'm going to go back a little bit because I stopped her right in the middle of like her seventh heaven.
7 heaven. Oh, 7 heaven.
So it's amazing that you see the backup singer, and the backup singer has a clear voice, right? And doesn't have the intonations, obviously, of Angelina, because Angelina is Angelina, right? So and it's actually rather it's nice, but it also magnifies the incredible texture of Angelina's voice. If you know what I mean, it's like there's a simplicity in the backup voice, probably on purpose, and that sort of like, and then when Angelina sings over that, it's just like it sort of shows. It's like this line, right? And the backup voice is like a straight line. And Angelina's voice is like a sinusoidal wave. I think that's what they're called, I just, yeah, it's nice. I actually have the closed captions on, so maybe I should have had that at the beginning. It would have saved me some headaches. And doesn't she look good? I mean, with her green suit and the gloves, sort of like a breakfast at Tiffany type of style, so to speak, very classy. I wonder what the video. Now I'm really curious what the video is going to look like. Now this, by the way, this is how you do lighting. This is good. Okay, see the background, this blue light. Now that, to me, okay. And again, I'm not an expert in this. It's just that, to me, this is showing who the real qualities, in the sense of visual qualities, of Angelina. I mean, she's a stunning young lady, and it's important to have the lighting. The lighting is just to show that, and the colors are important. So enough with the black and white and the dim in this particular images, I think she's, I don't know, maybe the video is going to be outside. That would be good, on a balcony, because all these inside studio performances, I don't know. I mean, they ultimately are her style, and this is how she's going to go in the long term. Like this is how I think it's going to be, like that style, jazzy, groovy style. And I was thinking that the video would be sort of that style as well, like a groovy place with a beatnik type of atmosphere. And I want to see a beret, her wearing a beret. But that hair, I don't know. It's like, it takes up a lot of room. So I'm not sure what she's going to do with that. But I'm surprised she doesn't put anything more, on her head, because she used to use all those flowers and stuff. I guess maybe she's over that. But it'd be interesting, to see her with a beret or a beret, sorry, and different things. So anyway, this is well done. I like the video. I like the way it's done, and then again, it looks to me impromptu.
to be. Live with hope, hope, hope.
And there's the Mona Lisa smile. And the signature. I mean, this girl is this, I don't know, there's, sometimes there's a universal justice for something, right? Or it just happens. And it just seems that way, at least, we get that impression. And this is a little girl that when she was like 6 or around 6, I think, 6 or 7, and as she was traveling, she met this. Most of you are aware of the story, right? She met this little girl on the street, and the girl was, selling stuff, to make a living or something, right? And Angelina saw that she was barefoot and gave her shoes. And then the whole story developed from there. And she wrote a book and so on, describing what the story is about. And so this is a little girl that has that type of compassion, love for humankind, and that's what I think a lot of children do have. Then it gets lost as we grow up, and then and life starts. The human condition, at least what we've taken from it as a society and the way we built it, does not reward people that are generous and are compassionate. Not all the time, But in the sense, in this case, in the universal justice, here's that little girl no longer needs shoes. She's like over 6 feet tall, around 6'2" or something. So. She doesn't need shoes. Actually, she wears heels. She's going to be like 6'5" or something, right? Talk about being statuesque. So on top of that, she's an attractive, stunning young lady growing up into her own thing. She's got incredible talent. That is just now starting to emerge because she's still working on different songs, different styles, and that's fine, because when she's when she reaches her peak, I would think 25, 30, if that is the peak. Yeah, I would think that's usually anyway in the 20s, close to 30 or something. In this particular style, could be could be even older than that. So who knows? But so then we're gonna see the full potential, full potential coming to fruition. I think, at least that's what I imagine. Not that she's not an amazing right now. I'm just saying the levels that she can reach. The potential of different things that she can do is just amazing. And once she finds her perfect zone, in which she's starting to do now, I think. Anyway, and she's gonna be like so what I was saying about universal justice, in the sense, like, it awarded her for her compassion, for her love as a child, and it seems that way, like she's got pretty much everything, from my perspective. Only she knows, what it is that she has and so on. And she's on top of it all humble, kind and so on. Now, and that is a burden in itself, right? Here's a young lady that's perceived as being, by many of her fans, as perfect, I've heard some terms that are really out there, but it really like amazing, perfect in every sense. And when you give that type of idea to a person, then they're very self-conscious too. They become, in the sense of like, I can't make a mistake. What's going to happen if I do? What's going to happen if I do something that's not considered good? Like, let's say she goes through a rebellious stage. How are people going to react? Stuff like that. So we have to give her a lot of, I think, how do I put it, the space, to discover herself, to discover more of what she's about, and to discover life, and let her make mistakes, and so on. Just being human, showing that she is still human, even though sometimes we all doubt it. But anyway, that's my thoughts on this. What else? Okay, so I think I spoke enough. I wonder if I could. Oh, okay, hopefully this goes through. If this doesn't go through, I have no idea what's going on. Okay, but I think it will go through. Maybe not now. Maybe I'll go through in a few days. Like I said before. So one way or another, I think it might make it through. Right, Angelina? What do you think? Yes? Okay. Angelina's yes. So she says that it's going to make it. I believe her. Oh. Yeah, let me see what... Okay. So you see the lighting. See, this is what I mean. That blue light, or that light, it captures, just to give you an example, how it sort of shows, magnifies, shows her true beauty, and that's why lighting is important. And so like now I'm really curious what the video is going to be like, because it's all been indoors and so on, so I don't know if it's going to be a playful video outside, something like on the beach, like she did with Valerie, but more restrained. I don't know. I still think of that type of, like I said, the groovy atmosphere in a sort of basement, which would bring her back to this type of lighting. But I don't know. Maybe that's too much of the same thing. I don't know. And that would bring her back to gray colors and black colors and sunglasses, but nobody wants to see her with sunglasses because her eyes are really the window to her soul, so to speak, if there is such a thing. So, ciao everybody, and have a great day. Bye.